welcome to PMC English. This is Ayushi Farasi and welcome to yet another episode of Social Heroes. In this episode of Social Heroes, we have Mr. Raghuveer Reddy, who is the founder of Joy of Sharing NGO. The NGO, which started in the year 2011 with 2 volunteers, is now serving the needies with almost like 1,000 volunteers working together round the clock to give a better life to all the needy people in the society. So let us get to know about the life journey of Mr. Raghuveer Reddy as to why an NIT graduate switched from that career to setting up an NGO that is called as the Joy of Sharing Society NGO. So let us welcome Mr. Raghuveer Reddy in this episode of Social Heroes. Welcome to PMC.
Yeah, thanks, Namaste. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining in this episode, sir. So firstly, starting with, sir, we would want to know about you and your foundation, that is Joy of Sharing Society.
Actually, it started around 2011. We have started this thing, and me and my other friend. The basic idea of starting this thing is we always want to help somebody, but something always matters. Service means you always think about money. If you have enough balance, then only you want to do service. That's the way we postpone. All the young generations, they think after a certain age we want to do that, after accumulating some X amount of money. But I thought, is it service really is based on money? Apart from that, what? Then I felt service is not at all related with money. Service might be you might give your time or help someone teaching some skill set, spending some time with the kids and giving a joy to them also, or teaching meditation. Then I thought, why not we do it rather than keep on postponing it for further, because I don't know when that XX amount I will accumulate, and by the time will keep on passing. So I started the basic idea of sharing your time with the kids. The basic idea of our vision is, I strongly believe that if we all share whatever we have with the society, the world will be very peaceful and happy. It's all because of our greed we are accumulating. Then I thought the name will be Joy of Sharing, because I want every individual to experience the joy. When you share to somebody else, you get that joy to experience. That's the way we started with 2 people, and it's grown up. We are more than now 1,000+ volunteers. Yeah.
That's a beautiful thought process behind that, sir. Also, you have certain initiatives and campaigns like Yodha Movement and other initiatives. If you can just elaborate a little more about that.
Yodha Movement is all about teaching self-defense to the orphans and underprivileged kids, because I keep seeing articles in the paper about something happening to the girls, and I keep avoiding the newspaper, because when you start the day, when you see such articles, it really impacts you a lot and it disturbs your whole. So I was keeping myself away for 1 year from this all news, thinking, but one day some article really made me a lot more emotional. Then I thought, at least in 1 year, if I can save one girl, it is enough. Action is good rather than keeping quiet and thinking something to happen. Then I thought, my aim is one girl for 1 year. At least we'll teach some self-defense. We thought like that way. We started with a small, but it's grown up. In first year, we have nearly 300 girls were trained self-defense. We train them especially for 4 months. It's a rigorous training. Okay, after that, we have trained 1,000 people. All I want to tell is start with a small thing. The flow will come automatically. My aim was only one girl per year, but it grown up to in a different. Just to elaborate, what is Yodha Movement? Yodha is one who respects women and protects a woman. Yodha can be a man or woman. Yodha is one who teaches his kids how to respect a woman. Because what happens is, when something is happening in a bus or whatever, we all keep silence because we don't want to involve, because she's not my sister, she's not my wife, she's not my mother. Why should I bother? See, all the good people are the basic reason for all this happening, because we keep silence. Our silence is our weakness. I say it's time to break up. When something is happening, just raise your voice so that the other person will be keep quiet. In the bus, at least 40-60 people are staring, just something happening, the girl feeling inconvenience. But as a brother, can't you? Even the same gender girl, they won't support her. That's why I said it's a gender. Yodha is not gender based. Anybody can. There'll be someone to support you. Okay, now we are forcing women to learn even self-defense. We came to such a situation. She has to take care of household, working, extracurricular activities, afterwards self-defense also. So that's the reason I thought, why not to, because more prone to happen is orphan kids, because there are nobody to express or track them. So we started writing MOU with the orphanages, like a 4 months of continuous weekly 3 times training. And the good thing is few of our orphan kids have gone to the state level where they got gold, silver, bronze. It's a good thing happening, and something we start slow and it grows up a big, and that's what I feel is.
Also, like generally when we come to the underprivileged society, they have a certain mindset, and when you started teaching them self-defense, so how was their feedback and how did they take up?
The challenge was with the schools, because why you are teaching free? What is in for you? That was a big question mark for them. Why these guys are teaching self-defense? What is their motive behind? We said it's not that motive. Try to see that. And the girls took in very, because most of our underprivileged and orphan kids are very rural background. And they started expressing, sir, I started enjoying it. Even I am teaching in my village also this self-defense. Once I was coming with the family from the airport after 2 years after Yodha moment, I was coming. Just near the juice shop, I stopped my car and I was ordering the juice, and the small girl was, she said, sir, do you remember me? I said, who are you? Sir, you came to the school, you taught us Yodha movement. Then I felt it's a good thing, something.
That moment you would have felt that you did
Yeah, it's
something
something
good.
because all I feel is before we die, at least we can make some difference to the people. That's good, because we might live 80 years. Every year 2 people you can make a difference. By the time you die, it will be nearly more than 100. So when you die, only your family cry, but nobody other else. You are not making any difference. You came and lived. Doesn't make any sense. So my vision is always, I feel, before I leave this planet, at least 1 crore minimum, I should influence the people. Yeah.
Because we see many NGOs working towards other initiatives, but this is one of its kind. Like this is something apart from all those NGOs which they do. Yodha movement is something, teaching them self-defense, and it is a very beautiful and a good thought process behind that.
Yeah, what happens is people say carrying pepper spray, all this thing, because the movement is all about every time you won't carry, but the self and spirit you carry with yourself. Okay. And these external things like pepper spray, other knife, small, no, doesn't happen. But I want to inbuilt that confidence or that self techniques in them, because in future they are going to become a parents, and mother is a source for the house, and she might inspire them. That's the thing. Let's teach them at least few principles or few steps might protect them, because that gives them a confidence. Because by the time police comes also it takes some time, but you should be very confident enough, your mind should act in a right way to escape from the situation. So that is the thing I thought, teach them else. And soon coming, we are again want to come, we have done Yodha 1, Yodha 2, and we want to come up with the Yodha 3 also, where it will be going 1,000 to 2,000 kids. Again, once the school starts, we want to even in colleges also, and even we thought this self-defense to working women also. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
So like how is the process of Yodha movement? You approach the schools and
Yeah,
colleges?
we try to identify this orphanages or underprivileged government schools or whatever. We explain what is this thing, and we ask them a allocation of the time, 1 hour time for weekly 3 classes, where our trainer will come, and sometimes we'll provide all the equipments, uniforms. And this is the thing, and we tell 4 months, please don't disturb, because we are serious. Because when you give something free, they don't value it, and we are very straightforward. We ask them to sign a MOU, because that's when you sign something, it gives a bonding. Otherwise, they say we don't have periods, where syllabus is not completing. Then we say it's okay. If you are not interested, let's not. We don't want to waste our time and resources, because our NGO, most people has kept their funds, the resources in us. And our job is to provide where there is a need, rather than serving where they don't value our skill set. Yeah.
Also, Mr. Raghuveer, during the COVID times, you have helped 10,000 plus people.
Yes.
So how was that process, and how did you land up helping all of them?
Coming to this COVID, like everybody else in the COVID phase 1, I was just enjoying in the house. Suddenly I got a message, okay, and I saw there are certain nearly 300 mentally retarded people are starving for the food, and then I thought what I can do, because COVID, I cannot do anything else. Just I was thinking. Then the thought, I started talking to my team, let's do something. But I got a chance to step out, okay, and it was a food donation by conducting by the police officers. Somehow I ventured out, stepping, because you see in TV9 all the newses. Once you get out, the police are taking serious action. But I took a step. Then I understood everything was cool and they are ready to support. And they said, even we have requirement, Raghu. We will pass on to the requirement. Can you guys serve them? Then I thought, let's rock on. So our job was only helping, starting with 300 people was just minimum. I want to help and come back. Started like that, and it's keep on growing. Every morning we start at 6 o'clock, our packing. We all pack ourselves, and we have 2 cars from starting 6 to afternoon 2. Our job was just circulating, and we establish a team at the back, and their job is to get all the requirements and verify, and by the evening they tell us how many packages, location where you have to deliver it. Okay, in that way we did for 90 days continuously, not even single day we stopped. Every day packing. I don't know how the flow of money also came, literally, because we are not that big NGO. We collect funds. Whenever there is a situation, we come to people and ask them. And that way it started flowing money, and we never thought every day 1,000 kgs dal, oil, everything was flowing. 90 days we carried the same energy, 95 days, same energy, serving all categories of the people. And even we got good award from Rajkonda Police Commissionerate also. After that, end of the day, we came to serve the farmers also. We thought suicide, people are committing, and those are the backbone. At that time, we started asking people only 50 rupees. And people were saying, we want to give more. I said, no, only 50 rupees. Because while the process I was doing this whole thing, me and few people, because I was not allowing much volunteers, so because the COVID was severe, I don't know how it might affect their family. Then I felt, is it I am becoming only hero that I am doing. Then it is not the way. So let's involve people. Then ask everybody, only 50 rupees you contribute. We have this challenge. Because in Maidipatnam we got a slum where our 700 families were starving. And it requires nearly 2.5 to 3 lakhs. Then I said, let's pool from the 50. I said, this is a challenge we have. And I named that program as a oneness. Together we combine, we can solve any problem was the concept. I brought that concept called oneness, and I was starting asking people. Few people called, Raghu, why you are wasting your time? 50 rupees doesn't make anything. How many people you ask 50? I said, it doesn't matter. You won't believe, nearly 2,000 people have contributed 50 rupees. Then I felt it's a good thing, because they started experiencing the joy, because 50 rupees, a Coke or a burger you buy. But when you put that 50 rupees into something else, and when you see that you've played a great role, and that event we did with ex-JD Lakshminarayan sir, CBA. So we work good things. That happened, yeah. All I can say is I'm gifted with the right people, because the team is only have a bunch of people very pure-hearted. We come all from the low background, way we saw the suffering and everything else. That gives me really kick, because any battle or whatever, it all depends upon your team. Right. When I said let's do it, they never argue with me. At least they encourage me, because in lot more other teams they pull you down. When you want to do something, they say why this thing, that thing. But my team, I am gifted that when I say come on, shoot it, they never think that. Sometimes they will put a question, can we do that much big? But so let's start off, let's go ahead. So the best gift is I had a pretty good team, and yeah.
That's wonderful, sir. Also, you are into other initiatives also, like the blood donations.
Yeah, we have been doing blanket drives. We do, because every year from nearly 5-6 years been a blanket drive, when I was seeing people are shivering a lot. So every year we do on December like a blanket drives, distributing whole night. We ask people, volunteers, they come out. We start from 11 o'clock and we do up to 4 o'clock in the morning. So we divide into area wise, and we'll distribute all the blankets to all the people. That's been continuing, yeah. Every year we do that thing. And blood is one thing, because thalassemia is a rare disease where every kid has to be transmit their blood for 2 weeks or something. Then thought this is a critical situation for the parents, so we do blood donation camps for that. Also we do food camps. These are the general things. Apart from that, we spend more time with the kids on weekends, teaching something, skill set, or spending some time with them, showing certain good movies. That's what our journey started. Other project was Project Shuva, because when you see on the roads of mentally retarded people, they eat all the garbage, they are unconscious about what they do. We rescue them, and we have built a shelter for at Chotupal also in Amma Nana Foundation. So we do such activities also, because our NGO, we feel that we are all working, whatever we get at weekends, we try to see where we can fit the gap. Whenever we see some critical situation or a problem, we come there, we want to take up that challenge.
So like when you go on ground, so what is a typical day like? Like what is your schedule all through the day and how do you go about it?
So it's like in the starting it was around, we used to start at 9 journey. So by the time you come it's 3 or something, it will be that.
Okay. So are there any other campaigns that are you looking forward to?
Right now much we want to, the Yodha is one thing. It's because of this COVID, we are now things are happening in a right direction. Soon we want to come up and we want to build one more home for mentally retarded thing. That is one good challenge we have. That will be our bigger project, yeah, looking around.
So now that we spoke about your NGO, so how is joy of sharing NGO different from all the other NGOs in the city?
So I won't categorize whatever. I always name our NGO as a 99 place, okay, because all the people are doing pretty good, okay, because I should appreciate, because it's not a competition time, whatever level best they are doing. But if you ask particularly me, is here we constrain about time, all about, I ask your time, okay, it's something which you can give on, so we won't keep bothering you or keep on asking money. We ask you, so we are involving more youngsters in our team, because when you are doing education or something, you don't have much money, and first of all to have your pocket money, to have your own personal things is sufficient. You always feel that after I cannot do anything else, but we give a chance to youth that you can do a lot more. In that way it builds up their leadership qualities, lot more exposure, and they will understand, oh, this much I can do without money. Just imagine when they go into the good position and when start earning, how much influence they can make. So we make every individual to experience the joy of sharing, the joy when you give something or when you do something. That experience is that what difference us, and we don't have like a separate team like a fund collection. We won't send our volunteers to collect funds receipts. So far in more than 8 years or something, not even one we ask our volunteer go and personally ask them. Only thing is we do our Facebook and status is our WhatsApp status, that works for us. That's it. Whenever we come we put, and people, the more people trust us, because the trust factor is more in our NGO. Because we come for a right cause, we ask them a limited money or whatever, and we keep quiet. That's it. Whenever there is a need, we arise, and people keep asking. Nowadays people call us, is there any activities going where I can pitch in my money or put my funds? So far no. Whenever they want to give also, I say keep it with you, 20k or 30k. They say, Raghu, have money, keep it. When is the right cause, I will connect to that. And most when you ask what is the difference, our NGO is, we act as a bridge. There is a need and there is a one who can provide. We connect both. That is a major difference. If somebody wants something and somebody want to give something, we'll make sure whether genuine or we do all the verification, we connect the both parties. Both are happy. Yeah.
So also you are an NIT graduate from Warangal, and then you have started this Joy of Sharing Foundation. So what is the connecting bridge between both of them? Like why did you switch from this background to this background?
Honestly, I didn't much switch. While working also, I want to tell people, while balancing the both things, you can do the things. Because I was from Monday to Saturday, it was my personal time I was giving, and on the Sunday 3 hours I thought let's do some activity. Because I realized that while watching a movie 3 hours goes simply like that, and we feel that we don't have time. Or then I decided Monday to Saturday personal time, whatever you want to do it. On Sunday 3 hours we'll give for the kids. Yeah,
that's lovely, sir. Winding up this episode, I want you to give a strong message to all the audience watching this episode.
And the strong message coming to, I think this pyramid English channel is doing pretty good, and most of them are meditators. And just I want to, it's my experience, as you keep on doing meditation, your sensitivity, your heart has to be expand. That is the one way to evaluate whether you are doing meditation in the right way or wrong. You do hours and hours of meditation, I read an article about a Sriyam, a great enlightened master, who said if you do 13 years of meditation also, if you are not responding to the someone suffering, 13 years of meditation is waste. Because you should understand, meditation is expansion of consciousness, expansion of yourself. This has to happen. Just sitting closing eyes and you feel I am doing 2 hours of meditation, 3 hours of meditation, I am seeing masters or whatever, but you are not able to respond to the other person, then I say, sorry to say it, whatever the hours of time you are fooling yourself is a trash. Just imagine one day your ultimate aim of meditation is to reach that oneness, to become that divine, because divine means whole self. If somebody suffer, you cannot tolerate. That is what you are, from self-centered to you start expanding yourself. So I say parallelly, because and one more misconception, you always think we are doing something to others. Wrong. Service is you are expanding yourself, other person is giving a chance to you to serve, and we should be thankful to him. Most people think I am doing that, I am helping. No, indirectly that person is helping you because he is giving a chance to expand yourself. If that person is not there, how you will expand? So I suggest everybody at least take out some time, because that really give backs. What you give back, it come backs. That is by default nature, that will come back. But while doing meditation also, try to contribute something to society, because even the Gautam Buddha is known for his compassion. If you don't have, you do Anapanasati and you don't have that compassion, what is the meaning of doing Anapanasati? So I want to tell, just whenever you do something, try to see what are the qualities of that guy. If you pray to Jesus and you say Jesus, and if you won't forgive, what is the use of praying to Jesus? So I all tell this, compassion is a great factor. If you have that compassion, you are very close to divine, I can say. Yeah.
That's a strong message, sir. Also, now that you spoke about meditation, I have a question over here, is that we want to know about your meditation journey. Like, how did meditation help you grow?
Actually, meditation really brought, whatever you see, the change in me, it's a drastic difference meditation has given. I'm always thankful for that, for the Patriji sir, because he has done a great, because he has given us some route. Rest, it depends on you. Okay. Initially, I used to do only 5 minutes of meditation, and it's a big challenge for me. Slowly, I started do 5 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, and reading books has given me a long perception about my life and what I can do for the society. Otherwise, you will see only one side of the coin, and meditation makes you to see the other side of life. Because now I am going in a different direction, all are going in different direction, but I am happy that whichever direction I am going, that gives me happiness and joy. I am okay with whatever happens in that direction, because I have decided. So meditation helps you a lot and brings a lot more change in you.
Thank you so much for joining in this
thank
episode. So viewers, today we were in conversation with Mr. Raghuveer Reddy, and I hope that his life journey and the way he thinks about the joy of sharing society would make a little difference in your lives, and you can also take a step forward to help all those needy people in the society. So with this is Ayushi Farasi signing off. Stay tuned to PMC English for more updates. Hello and welcome to Social Heroes. In this episode, meet Raghuveer Reddy, the founder of the Joy of Sharing Society Foundation, an NGO that helps the needy.
The basic idea of starting this thing is we always want to help somebody.
Mr. Raghuveer Reddy is an NIT Warangal graduate. The Joy of Sharing Society was founded in the year 2011 by Mr. Raghuveer Reddy.
If we all share whatever we have with the society, the world will be very peaceful and happy.
The NGO had grown from 2 volunteers to over 1,000 plus volunteers since its inception. The core effort of the NGO is the Yodha movement, which teaches self-defense to orphaned and underprivileged girls. So far, the NGO has trained over 1,000 girls. The NGO also works on various initiatives like blood donation, blanket donation, food donation camps, and many more. The Joy of Sharing was a beacon of hope for many families who had been deprived of even a single meal during the lockdown. During such difficult times, the Joy of Sharing Society gave groceries to almost 10,000 plus families. Mr. Raghuveer Reddy has an incredible story to share.